say there was no Civil War because it's shown we're going to lay down what Congress has the power to do. And if you scroll down, it's going to say Congress has the power to declare war right there. So Congress has the power to declare war, grant letters of marque and reprisal, and make rules concerning captures of land, captures on land and water. Bam, right there. So if Congress never declared one a Seminole War, because they'll document it in these textbooks, but you won't find any document from Congress declaring the Seminole War, just like you won't find any document from Congress declaring the Civil War. But they still utilize that to capture what? Our land and water.
Thanks.
So they did this unlawfully according to their
So the transatlantic slave trade managed to transport 12 million people in a span of 350 years, with an average of 400 people per trip, with each trip taking about 2 months, meaning that they would have to transfer around 35,000 people per year in a highly coordinated, constant flow of ships from Africa to North America without error for 350 years, with factors like weather, navigation challenges, ships maintenance and repair. On average, ships lasted 10 to 20 years, mortality rates being 10 to 50% per trip, conflicts and piracy. Only about 70 to 75% of the ships that made that trip ever completed their voyages successfully, meaning that this process was fraught with interruptions and challenges and far from smooth and inefficient. Taking into consideration all these factors would make this process last over 5,000 years. This would mean there would have to be 86 trips per year that went flawlessly. 86 ships carrying 34,000 people, 35,000 people flawlessly. Now, given all the problems that we just went over, this would make the probability of 86 ships flawlessly making it to the Americas from Africa at 0.000000018%. The probability of maintaining such a perfect success rate is nearly zero. But the transatlantic slave trade managed to transport 12 million people in 350 years flawlessly, when it theoretically would take 5,000 years. Got it.
All right, 13th Amendment, passed by Congress January 31st, 1865, ratified December 6, 1865. Note, a portion of Article 5, no. 4, right. A portion of Article 4, Section 2 of the Constitution was changed by the 13th Amendment. All right, Section 1. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. What I'm taking from this, understanding there was no Civil War, that there was a civil rebellion from the peasants in the South against the we the people in the government in the North, the United States government. After that rebellion, after the amnesty document that Chief Biko and Chief Quietwater read, they then came to terms with their peasants in the South and said, okay, we're not going to enslave you anymore, sending you from Europe over here, and we're not going to make you do involuntary servitude unless we convict you of a crime. Okay?
correct.
That's the way I interpret this. Y'all can build on it and give y'all opinion, but knowing that there was no Civil War, we can just, in my mind, I'm Xing out the fact that there was any war fought to free quote unquote Americans. No, this was poor peasants fighting against their own government because they were tired of coming over here under that indentured status. And I'm gonna keep it even more real based on documents we read in the Seminole War. We were washing those peasants as they were trying to fight us.
Correct.
At some point, those Europeans were like, look, I'm tired of, the word hit the street. Man, they finna send your ass over there fresh out of it. They're finna empty out these jails and they finna send your ass over there to the New World, and you gotta go fuck with them people down there in the South. Killing us. And as those peasants rebelled against their own government. That's how I interpret this based on the facts that y'all read, which y'all get.
Of a century. I shall never forget that it is more than 100 years ago when Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. But it was a proclamation. It was not a fact. And in the Civil Rights Act of 1960,